Why were there planes in the Truman Show? He watched real TV and movies. And books. I guess they decided that it was easier to try to dissuade him from flying than it would be to censor all media with planes in it, and all history and such. Odds are that all of his school classmates were getting their education on set along with him. For example, airlines were probably advertisers. It adds to the story for the movie watchers. But also hella in case there is information leakage from outside. It also covered for the dropped light. It's possible he may have been exposed to planes early on. Maybe they tried to keep his education kind of accurate so it wasn't all a fantasy and more relatable to the show viewers. They get their money from advertising. But the info to scare him from flying would have kept airlines from advertising. They could have talked about a really good airline, but they didn't come nearby. Maybe have the occasional regional plane drop into the water. I haven't watched it in a while, but don't they show a clip from his childhood with parts of the set still being built just out of sight? Maybe if the dome wasn't finished by that point they wouldn't have had the option to censor planes out of his world. Honestly, they could have sent him on a fictional holiday. Got him on a night flight where the shades are down. Wheeled the plane into the next set. Drugged his drink so he'd sleep. Woke him up, oh you slept through the landing. Cranked the temperature in the new set and let him have his holiday. One key point they made was that the choice to leave always had to be there. But that they would use manipulative ways. Trauma. Death of father. To deter him. The significance has to be that he's choosing to leave by his own volition in order for the freedom to be earned. I figured they wanted to make his world and his life realistic, that's why they scared him from getting on boats and bridges. They could have just said we're on an island with no phones, cars or planes. It would have been too hard for the captors to literally recreate all TV, movies, books, etc., while also making Truman a relatable character for their audience to connect with. They had to find a way to make him seem as normal as possible or the audience wouldn't connect and the show wouldn't be as profitable. The viewers love The Truman Show because it's real. Removing a pretty big aspect of reality would diminish that. Wasn't it to make the Fiji escape more of a possibility? Authenticity. There's a YT channel called Heavy Spoilers that does extreme deep dives into movies. I recently watched their video on The Truman Show. It's really good and covers all these little details. Probably the rest of the background characters, kids and such. I mean, it is a full town with only a few facades. To have that many people, you can't just have a hotel nearby, and to make it realistic for Truman, he needed to be around the same kids. It would be kind of weird to show up to class and all your classmates are different. Likely they all received education with him. Hell, it even showed him in college, so I can't imagine that it's impossible to set up a full university with everything you'd find in it, let alone an elementary school. Also, I would imagine that the actors actually perform some duties of their role. Take the travel agent. Why would they have that constructed and with an actor if Truman never walked into before that day? Additionally, he would need to know where it is to go to it, so it's not like it just appeared. To me it seems that she actually is a travel agent for the cast members when they have vacation. Just like the teacher. If he watched any movies with airplanes, they were all probably movies about plane crashes. Realistically, to motivate him to fear them. I wonder if it allows for airlines to advertise on the show.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.